Welcome back, everybody. So I guess it's been a little while since I've done anything on my channel. I haven't been lazy or anything. I've actually been working on something really cool, and that's kind of why I wanted to make. That's kind of like the reason behind making this video. All right. So you want to make a polygon, a perfect polygon, huh? Say you want to be edgy at school, right? But like you want to do it good, right? So let's do like a pentagram, right? See? So it's okay, I guess. But you want to do it cool. You want to make it look good, right? So it's actually really simple. So what you do is you draw a circle, right? I did it with my handy dandy dinosaur cup, right? And then basically, if you want to do a certain polygon, let's do, I don't know, we'll stick with the pentagram. Basically, all right, so you want to make this polygon, but you don't have like a protractor or anything to measure angles with, right? So what you do is define how many sides the shape has. In the case of a pentagram, it's 5. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to pick a number, like any kind of number that you want to divide with. So like I like to do it with eighths. So then you're going to multiply it by eighths. We're going to break this circle. I guess it's good to divide your circle into fourths, right? Here we go. Let's do this one a little nicer. All right, that's good. That'll work. As I recommend you do it lightly. You pencil in lightly. So anyways, now we have it broken into fourths. Just put some little lines. The half marks within each quarter. Let's see. There we go, that's about right. So 5 times 8, that's 40. You may also choose to divide it even further. Like, I usually like to divide everything into thirds as well. So, yeah, we'll do the math. 5 times 8 is 40. 40 times 3 is, 40 times 3 is like 120. All right, there you go. So basically the purpose of this math here is that we're redefining like an angle, right? So like typically we use angles of up to 360 degrees, right? But if you're working with, you can, or let me try that again, sorry. So we typically use measures of 360 degrees, right? So one circle is 360 degrees. Well, that entire thing is completely arbitrary. You can use basically whatever number you want. We just use 360 because it's a pretty nice number. What the heck? But in this case here, we're redefining an angle, I guess this circle is 120 degrees. So put it 0, 20. 120 divided by 4, that's 30. 60, 90. And then also, I guess, well, we're here because I chose to use thirds within my thing. I want to break all of these up into thirds just by eyeballing it. Typically, the more measures that you have, the more accurate. And then you can just erase and readjust. Let's move this a little more. And then I'll just go through that real fast. All right, now that I have everything broken up into thirds, I'm going to do it again with fifths because we have 5 as well. All right, now I suppose realizing now that's kind of excessive. You don't need to go all the way around. You could just, like, okay, so we have 120 here, divide that by 5. That is equal to, screw that up, divided by 5, that goes to 24. Okay. So we need it. So each, I guess, point on the polygon will be every 24, right? And now because you have 24, you don't need to, because you know you need to put one every 24, you don't need to put all these little marks in between. And also with the little marks, like, if you want to do it correctly, you put in one less than the amount that you're dividing by. So, like, we have 5 here, but you only put 4 sections within each section, I guess. So now let's do some math. 24. I'll just mark them on the circle real fast. All right, I've marked where every vertex I want it to be, or every vortex I want. I've marked them down, and then you just connect them like how you do it regularly. So let's see. I guess I'll just pencil it in. I'll use a ruler. You don't need to use a ruler if you're good enough, or you can just use an edge of a piece of paper. Let's see. There we go. Now we're evil. Well, anyways, see, look how great it looks. Look how great it looks. Pentagon's very solid. It's kind of stretched this way a little bit, but you know, it still looks really good. And this is kind of like the reason I told you to to draw lightly the vertexes and everything, so you can erase them. Nice. And like, if you don't want a star, you can just connect the vertices over this way. I guess it depends on what you're doing. There we go. There we go. Now we have a pentagon. See? You can do this with any size. Just I recommend timesing the number that you want by, I guess, 24 in order to get nice angles. And then dividing that, and then I guess dividing the complete angle measurement, I don't know what it's called, but then dividing the total by the number of choice. Though I guess now that I think about it, that'll just give you 24 every time. So that's kind of redundant. You don't have to use 24. Actually, depending on how big or how many sides that you want, you might want to adjust it. Like for 12s, if you wanted to do like a dodecagon? If you wanted to do a dodecagon, you can. How would I do that, actually? Let me see. Okay, I figured it out. So, I guess if the number isn't a prime, like 5 is, just break it down into smaller pieces. So, like 12 times 8 is 4 by 3. So I just used an angle measure of 96 for a dodecagon here. See, got a pretty good dodecagon going on here. I guess I don't really know what else to tell you. Now, the reason you would probably want to do this rather than just using 360 is in the case you're working with a really odd number. Like, the reason I did all this in the first place was because in the painting I drew, and I'll show you that eventually, I wanted a 7-pointed star, a heptagram, but like 360 cannot be divided by 70, or divided by 7 very well. So I just said, I'll just redefine what an angle is, or redefine what a degree is, and that worked for me. Now, I suppose for other numbers, like maybe 13, that could work. That would probably be useful if you ever wanted to draw a 13-gon for whatever reason. I also find that 360 is kind of a big number, isn't it? Why does it have to be so big? You don't need that many units. So just make it smaller. I guess that's really all I have to show you. If you have any questions, just ask them in the comments, and I'll ask you, and then I'll answer them. So, hope to show you what I've been working on really soon. I think that's pretty cool. And I'll see you guys later.